Mwendwa. I just completed my high school. So like when I was in high school, let me first begin from primary. From class 8 all the way to Form 1, I was struggling with addiction to pornography. That was in Form 1. And then when I reached Form 2, it graduated to masturbation. And now I was struggling with two things. And at the same time, I had the thirst to serve God. So that is Form 1 and Form 2. Form 3 and Form 4, I was later recruited into LGBTQ. I was now into the community. I was gay. So that is Form 3 and Form 4. Like, I was having the struggle. I know to many of you is like a surprise, but that's what the generation is going through. So like, I was recruited into that. So I struggled with that until I completed my high school. Even my grades went lower and lower. And so like, when I completed my high school last year, I was like, before that, when I was still in the struggle, I was like attending major crusades when men of God were coming. I was attending the church which I believed to be more powerful in Nairobi. And I was like so dedicated. I was like waiting for this change. When will I change? Like, how will my parents take me when I say this? And like, I was never satisfied with myself. I was like, this is not how I should be. And then later, I came across Pastor Tim Wandi and his teachings. And like, my mind got educated. And like, there was a shift, praise atmosphere. I attended, and then he prayed for me to get born again. But that is something that I was used to. When any man or woman of God asked, who wants to be born again? I was like the first one to raise their hand. So like I can say, the way I'm standing here, I was born again like for more than 40 to 50 times. Like even I was feeling like Christ is tired. Every week, every month, I'm getting born again. And I was like, I need to change. So like Pastor Tim Wandi was saying, like, you need to renew your mind so that to be transformed. And I was like, where will I grow spiritually? That's when I began coming for these worship experiences. So like, I came to realize at a point, I had completed a month. Like, I don't have the gay feelings. I've completed 1 month without masturbation. I've completed 1 month without pornography. So that was December. And so like, the desire like to serve God was still inside of me. And I have a TikTok account, Minister Anthony. So like, before that, I was calling myself Mad Matt Stoney. Like, that's the name that I used. So like, I said, let me change this name because I had the urge to make Christ famous. So like, I said, let me change the name and name myself Minister Anthony. So like, I began going TikTok live. And as I was preaching in TikTok lives, people began appearing and writing there, I'm going through this, I'm going through pornography. And I was like, God, how are you telling the people that you saved me through this? Let me now start confessing to people online and telling them I was suffering through this. So like, I began testifying, and I got large numbers of people going through that. I have helped them transformed. Like, the youths are changing through me. I think, I even formed a WhatsApp group and named it the Infernos of Faith. So I have put the youths there. We do have Google Meets. I do preach. I was even invited for interviews with some televisions. Like, I have gone for interviews with televisions, and many youths are being delivered through my testimony and through preaching to them. And like God is using me like to shape other youths who believe it is impossible.
Yes.
And as for me, like, I have grown spiritually. I can testify that.
Amen.
Like this week from tomorrow, the youths, some of them which have transformed, will be traveling to Heaven's Gate for prayers.
Wow.
Like, yeah, me, and then from next term, I will begin going to schools to minister to high school students who are still struggling with such things. Yeah, so, Sarah Jamie, I need your prayers.
What a testimony. Yeah. What a deliverance. What a ministry. Somebody make a prayer. And there are so many people, even right here, who are struggling with the same things. May the Lord deliver you. If you desire this kind of deliverance and you've been struggling, you don't know how to bring yourself out of that mess, may the Lord deliver you tonight. May the Lord give you a testimony. Pray to God through this testimony. Tell God, if you did that to him, Father, do it to me. Father, do it to us tonight. Pray. Pray. If you are a parent, let me tell you, our children, let's pray for them. These are the things they are going through without our knowledge. We look at them and we think they are okay. And you ask them whether they are okay, and they will say, yes, they are okay. But they are struggling. They are struggling. Pray. Pray for your brother that you know, for your brother that you don't know. Pray for your cousins, because you don't know who is there and who is not there. But there is a God in heaven who hears our prayers. He will never ignore any prayer. That prayer that you're making right now, that prayer that you're making right now, that prayer that you're making right now, I say that prayer that you're making right now, God is hearing it. He will save our generation. You can imagine how many girls and boys in high schools and universities are going through the same challenges. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Let's cry out for them. Let's cry out for them.